This isn't a fantasy, it's a potential reality for each of us, and it begins with opening ourselves up to the idea that this energy is real, accessible, and influential in every aspect of our being. When we start to see ourselves as part of this grand energetic scheme, our perspective shifts. Challenges become less about external factors and more about how we resonate with what's happening around and within us. Struggles may be viewed not as insurmountable obstacles but as opportunities to realign our vibrational energy with the universal flow. By embracing this concept wholeheartedly, we begin to recognize that we have within us the power to influence our lives in profound ways. It's a matter of tuning in, truly listening and feeling, to the subtle energy currents that weave their way through our existence. But why is this concept so important? It's because, in today's world, we're surrounded by stimuli that can easily throw us off balance. Stress, fear, and negativity are pervasive, and they can disrupt our personal energy frequencies, leading to dissonance and dissatisfaction. We've become accustomed to drowning out our inner voices and the whispers of universal communication amidst the cacophony of societal expectations and demands. Yet, when we become attuned to universal energy, the discord starts to fall away. We begin to operate from a centered place of inner harmony, which reflects outwardly in our relationships, our work, and our creativity. Understanding universal energy is also about recognizing that our bodies and minds are conduits for this energy. Take the human heart, for example, not just a biological pump but an organ that generates an electromagnetic field far more powerful than that of the brain, capable of influencing the fields around us. Our thoughts and feelings, too, send ripples out into the wider energetic field, impacting the universal canvas. By being conscious of the quality and intent of our emotions, we can begin to craft our own lives as a deliberate act of energy manipulation, sending out frequencies that attract similar energy back to us. This understanding opens up an empowering way of living where we're not passively swept along by life's currents, but skillfully navigating the tides of energy that encompass us. It reveals that we're not isolated beings but deeply interconnected with the matter and the energy that binds the universe. This interconnectedness can be deeply comforting, knowing that you're never truly alone, that the same energy that courses through the stars is within you, offers a sense of belonging and purpose. It can also serve as a guiding principle for stewardship of our planet, instilling in us a desire to nurture and protect the energy balance of our home world. To fully embrace this concept means to step away from skepticism and analytical constraints, to permit yourself to feel and experience rather than solely to dissect and question. It means trusting those moments of intuition and serendipity as being more than mere chance. These instances are, in fact, your alignment with the universe's whispered guidance. You have, whether knowingly or not, tuned into the frequency of universal energy, and it has responded in kind. Transitioning to this mindful and harmonious existence isn't always easy in a world that often values quantity over quality, speed over substance. We're trained to push for results, to strive and grind through resistance. Yet, the concept of universal energy invites us to take a different approach, to see that sometimes the most profound changes come from the gentlest of shifts. It asks us to take a step back, to notice the energy within and around us, to move with it rather than against it. In essence, by embracing universal energy, you're not simply adopting a new belief system, you're embarking on a transformative journey that transcends the physical realm. It's a path of enlightenment that calls for you to be present, observant, and receptive to the boundless energy that flows through you and connects you to the totality of existence. It is, perhaps, the ultimate realization that we are all part of something infinitely larger and more magnificent than ourselves, a pulsating, living network of energy that beckons us to join in its eternal dance. Understanding universal energy and its role in our lives. When we speak of universal energy, we're referring to an omnipresent force that permeates everything in existence, every object, every being, every thought, and every event. This concept, although expressed in various ways throughout different cultures and spiritual traditions, maintains a consistent presence in the backdrop of our understanding of the world and our place within it. Central to many philosophies is the idea that this energy is not only around us but also within us, intertwining with our very essence and influencing our lives on all levels. At its core, universal energy is thought to be the life force or spiritual power that flows through the universe and is present in all forms of matter and space. In different traditions, it goes by different names: Qi, or sky in Chinese philosophy, prana in Hindu belief systems, and amana in various Polynesian cultures, to mention just a few. Despite the different terminologies, the fundamental principle remains the same: this energy is the building block of all life and consciousness. Understanding the role of universal energy in our lives begins with acknowledging its influence on the world we see and the unseen realms we feel. Everything from the towering trees that sway with the winds to the minute electrical impulses coursing through our neurons is a manifestation of this energy. The cycle of the seasons, the push and pull of the tides, and the orbits of celestial bodies are all choreographed by the silent, potent conductor of universal energy. The implications of universal energy being woven into the fabric of our existence are profound. It suggests that we are not isolated entities, but rather part of a vast, interconnected web of existence. Our thoughts, emotions, and actions ripple out into this web, impacting the flow of energy in subtle but significant ways. This connection means that our well-being is intrinsically linked to the well-being of the environment around us, and vice versa. When the energy within us is harmonious and vibrant, we too feel balanced and alive. Conversely, when we experience dissonance, be it physical ailment, emotional turmoil, or mental stress, our energy is said to be blocked or misaligned. But how exactly does one tap into this reservoir of universal energy? Many practices suggest that being in tune with this energy is a matter of awareness and intention. It is believed that by being more present and mindful, by aligning our actions with our higher purpose, we draw upon the natural flow of universal energy. This does not imply that one must always be in a meditative state; rather, it means living with a consciousness of the forces at play within and around us. Mobility, movement, and change are intrinsic characteristics of universal energy. As such, when we become stagnant, whether through sedentary lifestyles, uninspired routines, or negative thought patterns, we impede the natural flow of energy. Introducing movement, variety, and positive change in our lives can help restore this flow. Activities like exercise, dance, and even deep breathing stimulate the movement of energy within our bodies, fostering a sense of connectedness and vitality. Mindset is another essential aspect of universal energy dynamics. Positive thinking and gratitude are often cited as powerful ways to align with the positive aspects of universal energy. The idea is that by focusing on positive thoughts, we raise our vibrational frequency, attracting experiences and outcomes that resonate with that frequency. Similarly, gratitude shifts our perspective, tuning us into the abundant flow of the universe and thus opening us up to receiving more of what life has to offer. The implications of understanding and aligning with universal energy are substantial in terms of our health and well-being too. The holistic approach to medicine, for example, often takes into account not just the physical, but also the emotional and spiritual components of a person's energy. Practices such as acupuncture, Reiki, and yoga focus on balancing the energy flow within the body to support healing and promote overall vitality. When one starts to think of life in terms of energy, the importance of relationships and interactions also becomes glaringly clear. Just as our personal energy ebbs and flows, so too does the energy in our relationships. Harmonious relationships are often those where the exchange of energy is balanced and life-affirming. In contrast, relationships marked by conflict or imbalance may be indicative of discordant energy flows. Acknowledging the energetic component of our connections can lead to more compassionate and understanding interactions. Universal energy holds implications for our quest for purpose and meaning. If we view ourselves as conduits of energy, then aligning our pursuits with the highest expressions of that energy becomes a guiding principle. This might translate to seeking work that feels fulfilling, engaging in creative activities that inspire us, or investing time and care in relationships that uplift us. Universal energy is a potent and pervasive element in our lives. Its flow informs everything from our physical health to our emotional states, our thoughts, our relationships, and even our sense of purpose. By fostering an understanding of this energy and how it operates, we begin to see ourselves as active participants in a dynamic universe, capable of influencing our reality through the way we conduct our energy. Whether it's through mindful practices, positive thought patterns, or intentional actions, Tapping into the universal energy that flows through every aspect of life is a journey that promises a deeper connection and a more vibrant existence. The principles of harmonious communication with the universe. When we speak of harmonious communication with the universe, we delve into a realm that surpasses the mere exchange of words. It's an intricate dance with the subtle energies that envelop us, a nuanced art that connects us with the rhythmic pulse of life itself. To understand this fully, one must first acknowledge that the universe is not a silent bystander in our lives, but rather a dynamic participant. It speaks in signs, symbols, and synchronicities, and its language transcends the verbal. It's an energetic dialogue that echoes in the quietude of our being. To tune into this cosmic conversation, it's essential to cultivate a certain openness, a readiness to perceive and interact with the world around us beyond the limitations of the five senses. The first principle in this harmonious communication is to acknowledge the interconnectedness of all that is. Just as a spider feels the slightest vibration on its web, we, too, are finely attuned to the subtle frequencies that surround us. This interconnectedness says that nothing we do is in isolation. Every thought, emotion, and action ripples outwards, affecting the lattice of energy we all share. Next, it is beneficial to recognize that intention is a powerful communicator. Intention imbues our thoughts and actions with direction and energy. When we focus on our intentions with clarity and purity, we emit a strong signal into the universe, one that is more likely to yield a response that aligns with our deepest desires. This is not to say that the universe is an order-taking service. Rather, our intentions can align with the ebb and flow of universal energies, creating pathways for synchronicities to unfold. Another guiding principle lies in cultivating a sense of humility and gratitude. These are not just virtuous traits, but are vibrational states that foster a deeper relationship with the universal currents. Humility allows us to approach the universe as students, always ready to learn and grow, acknowledging that there are forces larger than our individual egos at play. Gratitude, on the other hand, keeps our hearts open, helping us to focus on abundance rather than lack, which emanates a frequency of receptivity and thus accelerates the flow of universal energies toward us. Listening is yet another cornerstone of this communication. In this context, listening is not limited to an auditory experience, it's an energetic attunement. This means slowing down, being still, and truly allowing ourselves to perceive the subtle guidance that is constantly being offered to us. It requires a degree of mindfulness and presence that can only be achieved when we quiet the incessant chatter of our minds. It is in the silence that we can hear the whispers of the universe guiding us towards our highest good. The role of trust cannot be overstated in this process. Trusting the universe is akin to floating on a vast ocean, knowing that the waters will hold you, that the tides will take you where you need to go. It is about surrendering control, understanding that despite our best efforts, there are forces at work that fall beyond our comprehension and conventional influence. This surrender is not about giving up, but about recognizing and respecting the flow of universal energies, and sometimes it means allowing events to unfold instead of forcing our own timeline upon them. To engage in harmonious communication with the universe, one must also learn the language of symbolism. The universe often speaks in metaphors and allegories. A chance encounter, a recurring dream, or a seemingly random series of events can all be potent messages if we choose to interpret them. It's about seeing beyond the literal and allowing ourselves to consider that perhaps there is more to a situation than meets the eye. Living with integrity is another central principle. When our actions are congruent with our beliefs and values, we emit a clear and consistent vibration. The universe resonates with this authenticity, and in turn, the paths we walk become more in tune with our true selves. Integrity creates a strong foundation for trust in the exchange between us and the unseen forces around us. A harmonious communication is built on the bedrock of truthfulness, both towards ourselves and the outward expressions of our being. The use of visualization and affirmative language in our internal and external dialogue is like drawing a map for the universe to follow. When we visualize our aspirations with vivid detail and speak of them in positive, affirming terms, we strengthen the signal we send into the cosmos. By acting as if what we seek is already on its way to us, we move beyond mere wishing into an active state of co-creation with the universal energies. These principles of harmonious communication with the universe are not just abstract concepts, they are practical tools that, when applied, can lead to profound growth and transformation. They guide us to live in synchronicity with the universal flow, to tap into the boundless wisdom available to us, and to navigate life's journey with a deeper sense of purpose and connection. As we incorporate these principles into our everyday lives, we discover that the universe is not a separate entity, but an intimate aspect of our own existence, waiting to engage in a continuous and beautiful dialogue with each of us. Removing mental blocks and releasing resistance. In our journey to align with the universal energy that binds and permeates every aspect of our existence, we often face silent adversaries that hinder our progress and cloud our alignment. These are mental blocks and resistance. They are like knots within our psyche that keep us from experiencing the ebb and flow of cosmic energy through the rich tapestry of our lives. Understanding how to untangle these knots and release the grip of self-imposed barriers is a transformative process that can unleash a wellspring of potential within us. Mental blocks are not physical entities, rather, they are thought patterns, beliefs, and conditioned responses sculpted by a litany of individual experiences, messages from society, and personal perceptions. They manifest as doubts, fears, limiting beliefs, and general negativity, which can constrict our ability to experience life fully, akin to unseen chains wrapping around one's ability to grow. Releasing these chains is not merely beneficial but essential for those seeking to live in harmony with universal energy. The process of releasing resistance begins with consciousness, the conscious acknowledgement of resistance's presence in our lives. It might be as subtle as an aversion to new experiences or as conspicuous as chronic self-doubt or indecision. By shining a light of awareness on these patterns, we empower ourselves to begin the deconstruction of these deep-seated barriers. One of the most potent tools for dissolving mental blocks is the practice of acceptance. Acceptance does not imply complacency or defeat, but rather the recognition and validation of one's current emotions, thoughts, and situations without harsh judgment or denial. It's a process that eases the struggle with what is and allows us to occupy our present reality, giving us the mental space to work toward change. When we resist what we feel or think, we inadvertently reinforce the very blockages we're trying to overcome. Acceptance is the gentle but firm acknowledgement that paves the way for transformation. Affirmations and positive self-talk are keys that can unlock doors we often didn't realize were closed. By consciously choosing the narrative that runs through our minds, we can begin to recalibrate our self-perception and the perception of the world around us. This practice isn't about ignoring problems or plastering a veneer of false positivity over our challenges. It's a method to remind ourselves of our inherent worth, abilities, and the robust support of universal energy that surrounds us. Affirmations like "I am capable," "I am deserving of good," and "I am connected to the energy of the universe" are like mantras that reboot our thought processes over time. Another valuable approach to removing mental blocks is through the practice of visualization. Visualization involves creating a mental image of the life we desire or the person we aspire to be, complete with the feelings and emotions associated with that state. By frequently immersing our minds in these visual scenarios, we start to align our subconscious with these aspirations. Visualization is not a whimsical daydream, but a purposeful and focused technique that harnesses the brain's considerable plasticity to drive towards our goals. Mindful meditation also serves as an effective practice in releasing resistance. Meditation provides a platform for observing our thoughts and feelings without attachment or judgment. With time, this practice cultivates an inner stillness that transcends our previous patterns of resistance. In this clarity, we become more receptive to universal energy and the insights that it offers. The mind is like a sky, and thoughts are the clouds that move across it. Meditation helps us understand that we are the sky, all else is simply weather that comes and goes. Releasing resistance can also involve a level of physicality. The body and mind are intrinsically linked, and bodily tensions often reflect mental or emotional blocks. Techniques such as yoga, tai chi, or even regular exercise can help release the physical manifestations of resistance, promoting a clearer mind and a more harmonious energy flow. The act of forgiveness, both of self and others, is a powerful antidote to resistance. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting or excusing hurtful behaviors. It is about releasing the burden of negative emotions that we carry, a grudge, guilt, or anger that shackles us to the past, blocking the vibrant energy of the present. As we forgive, we cut these cords and free ourselves to move forward. the process of removing mental blocks and releasing resistance is an ongoing one. It requires patience, persistence, and a deep commitment to self-exploration and growth. Yet, every step taken is a step towards unbounded freedom, a freedom that allows the universal energy to flow more freely through the intricate matrix of our being. This practice is one that elevates our experiences and connects us with the profound realms of intuition, creativity, and inspiration, a place where we can live more authentically, more joyously, and in true resonance with the universe. Developing intuition, your inner guide to energy flow. To tap into the universal energy that pervades our surroundings and influences our lives, recognizing and enhancing one's intuition is a pivotal step. Intuition is that instinctual feeling, that gut reaction that often nudges us in the right direction without the necessity of rational thought. It's an innate ability that we all possess, albeit to varying degrees, and fostering this subtle sense can profoundly impact our energy flow. Imagine a compass that always points you towards your true north of peace, balance, and alignment with the universe. That's what intuition can be likened to, an inner compass guiding us through the winding paths of life. It's like having a wise friend within who whispers secrets that the conscious mind might struggle to comprehend. This gentle guide pulls us toward choices that serve our highest good and often encourages us to avoid potential pitfalls. But how exactly do we develop this intuition? One of the primary methods is through cultivating a deep sense of self-awareness. This means getting intimately acquainted with our thoughts, our emotions, and even the sensations within our bodies. It involves quieting the mind to better hear the soft murmurs of our inner guide. This could be through practices such as meditation, which doesn't just relax the mind but also hones the ability to listen. Reflect quietly on decisions and notice how certain thoughts make you feel. Do they bring a sense of calm and peace, or stir unease and discomfort? These are clues from your intuition, signaling the path your energy wishes to take. Another essential step in fostering intuition is to break free from the noise that permeates our daily lives. In our fast-paced world where information assails us from every direction, it's easy to lose touch with our inner voice. Creating pockets of solitude, even if just for a few moments each day, can provide the space necessary for intuition to surface and be recognized. During this time, it can be beneficial to place oneself in environments that resonate with one's own vibration. Nature, for instance, with its rich tapestry of life and calm, can act as a catalyst for an intuitive awakening. Trust is also a fundamental cornerstone in developing intuition. Second-guessing or doubting those initial intuitive impulses can smother the spark before it has a chance to illuminate our understanding. Instead, when an intuitive flash occurs, trust it and act accordingly, even if it doesn't align with logic. With each step taken in faith on your intuition, whether large or small, confidence in it grows stronger, and its voice becomes clearer. It's also key to not rush or force intuition. It has its own natural rhythm and will flow in its own time as long as you maintain an open and receptive stance. One incredibly powerful yet often overlooked aspect of enhancing intuition is emotional management. Our feelings can either cloud or clarify our inner vision. Emotions like fear or anger can distort our intuitive sense, making it hard to distinguish between a knee-jerk reaction and a deep-seated intuitive insight. Practicing emotional regulation through mindfulness or other emotional intelligence techniques ensures that you interpret your intuitive impressions accurately, without the distortion of emotional turbulence. Keeping a journal can be an enlightening way to track your intuitive experiences. Noting down when you have hunches and the outcomes of following or ignoring them is invaluable. Over time, patterns may emerge that reveal how your intuition communicates with you and how it feels when it's right. Some may feel a tingle, others a warmth. Physical sensations that accompany intuition can offer another layer of certainty. Engaging in creative pursuits can also help in unlocking intuition. Whether it's painting, writing, dancing, or playing music, creative activities allow us to enter a state of flow, a space where we're fully immersed in the moment, and where intuition can freely rise to the surface. Such activities also encourage us to express ourselves without judgment, which is essential in allowing intuitive wisdom to emerge. Don't be afraid to ask for guidance from your intuition actively. Before bed or upon waking, pose a question you need insight on, and let it marinate in your subconscious. Trust that intuitive insight will arrive in its own time, often when least expected, like a sudden jolt of clarity amidst a mundane task. This process of asking and receiving helps to strengthen the relationship between you and your intuitive self, allowing for an increasingly smoother energy flow. Throughout the journey of developing intuition, it's essential to approach it with a sense of playfulness rather than pressure. It's a path of discovery, not a race to an endpoint. Intuition is a gift that unfolds and grows over time, one that requires patience, trust, and an open heart. As with any deep-rooted skill, the rewards of nurturing intuition are manifold, lending you the guidance and wisdom to align with the universal energy that orchestrates our very existence. Nurturing positive energy and vibrations. The human experience is enriched by numerous interactions with various forms of energy, both seen and unseen. Imagine being engrossed in a riveting book where each chapter represents an intricate aspect of your life. In one such chapter, Nurturing Positive Energy and Vibrations, we dive into the exploration of how one can intentionally cultivate an environment within and around oneself that exudes positivity. This concept is not just about feeling good, it's about resonating with the frequencies that empower us to live more vibrant, intentional, and connected lives. To begin this journey, it's crucial to understand that everything is energy. From the pebble on the beach to the thoughts that stream through our minds, down to the cells dancing in our bodies, every single thing vibrates at its own unique frequency. This energy forms the very fabric of our existence. When we refer to nurturing positive energy, we are focusing on elevating these vibrations to align with happiness, well-being, and peace. It's akin to tuning an instrument to ensure the notes played are harmonious, deliberate, and create the desired ambience. One of the key methods to create and maintain a positive vibration is through the words we speak and the thoughts we entertain. Just as a pebble thrown into a pond creates ripples, each word and thought sends out a wave into the universe. Consistently nurturing a positive internal dialogue and framing situations in a brighter light can lift your spirits and those around you. A simple shift in acknowledging challenges as opportunities for growth can transform the energy you emit and thereby attract. Attitude plays a significant role. Nurturing a positive attitude can seem at times like nurturing a plant, requiring patience, attention, and a nourishing environment, but the growth that results is undeniably rewarding. Another means of fostering a positive energetic field is through the company we keep. Human beings are inherently social creatures, and the energies of those we surround ourselves with can permeate our being. Spending time with positive, uplifting individuals can act as a catalyst for personal growth and energetic enhancement. It's not about shunning those who may have a more pessimistic outlook, but rather being mindful of the energetic exchanges that occur within relationships and shielding oneself from negativity when necessary. It's about creating a tribe that resonates with support, love, and joy. Gratitude, a powerful tool in the arsenal of positive vibration, creates a magnetic pull for more blessings. When we immerse ourselves in gratitude, every moment becomes an opportunity to celebrate the abundance that we often take for granted. This habitual expression of thanks can be as simple as acknowledging the beauty of the day, the smile of a friend, or the comfort of a home. It's the recognition that even life's smallest gifts are worthy of appreciation, an attitude that can effectively transform the grey shades of an ordinary day into a kaleidoscope of wonder. Meditation and mindfulness are practices that align closely with maintaining a positive flow of energy. By quieting the mind, creating space, and allowing ourselves to simply be rather than do, we can connect to the present moment, a wellspring where positivity thrives undisturbed by the regrets of the past or the anxieties of the future. Incorporating meditation or mindfulness techniques, such as deep breathing exercises or mindful walks in nature, can serve as conduits to a higher vibrational state where clarity and peacefulness reign. In today's fast-paced, technology-driven society, we are often inundated with stimuli that can be energetically draining. It is therefore beneficial to create sacred spaces within our homes or workplaces, places that are designated to replenish our energy levels. These can be arenas filled with plants, suffused with natural light, decorated with colors that lift the mood, or simply arranged to foster tranquility. The aim is to fashion an environment that supports and revitalizes your energetic being. When we intentionally set up spaces that radiate peacefulness and joy, we harness the power to shape our energetic narrative. The foods we eat also resonate with their own frequencies, which in turn impact our personal energy fields. Choosing foods that are high in vitality, such as fresh fruits and vegetables, can help us to harmonize with high vibrational energy. It's not just about filling the stomach, it's about nourishing the soul and acknowledging that the physical body is a vessel for our energy. High vibrational foods can be seen as fuel that keeps our inner engines running smoothly and efficiently, thereby enabling us to operate from a place of heightened energy levels and positivity. Nurturing positive energy and vibrations extends to acts of kindness and service towards others. There is a unique joy that fills our hearts when we reach out to help someone in need or perform random acts of kindness. This generosity of spirit elevates not only the recipient's vibration but also our own. It's a beautiful cycle wherein giving becomes a source of receiving, and the positive energies multiply and spread beyond individual interactions. In engaging with music and art, be it creating or appreciating, we enter realms that have transcendent abilities to elevate our mood and enhance our vibrational state. The melodies of our favorite songs or the aesthetics of a captivating painting can resonate with the depths of our soul, stirring the positive energies within us and enabling them to surface and flourish. Creativity in all its forms acts like a well-tuned instrument, orchestrating an ambience that fosters constructive and affirmative energies. Physical movement, whether through yoga poses that act as energy conduits or rhythmic dance steps that echo the beat of the heart, is a dynamic way to shake off stagnancy and invite vibrant energy. Our bodies, when in motion, dislodge the energy blockages and encourage a free and invigorating flow of vitality throughout our systems. Exercise, in any form, becomes a dance of energy that can instill vibrancy, strength, and an overall sense of well-being. It's important to acknowledge that life is a melange of contrasting experiences, and it would be unrealistic to expect a constant high vibrational state. Nurturing positive energy and vibrations is an ongoing process, one that requires conscious effort, resilience, and the understanding that dips in energy are also part of the human experience. These moments offer us the contrast we need to truly appreciate the heights of positivity. They give us the depth of character and the ability to empathize and grow. Even during these lower vibrational times, there is a certain beauty in recognizing that there is a season for everything and that the flow of energy will once again ascend. In the tapestry of our lives, nurturing positive energy and vibrations is an art and a practice. It's about the deliberate choice to tune into the frequencies that elevate our experience, create resonance with joy, and shape the soundtracks of our existence to harmonize with beauty, grace, and gratitude. It's about becoming the conductors of our own energy orchestras, meticulously weaving the notes of positivity into the symphonies of our daily lives. Every gesture, every intention, and every conscientious effort contributes to the ever-expanding crescendo of our collective well-being. Through the commitment to nurturing positivity, each one of us becomes a luminary, a beacon of radiant energy and vibrations that not only illuminate our paths but also cast a glow on the world around us, inspiring and uplifting in harmonious synchrony. Practical tools for aligning with universal energy. When seeking to align with universal energy, the tools we use can greatly impact our ability to connect and harmonize with the flow around us. These practical tools, when employed thoughtfully and consistently, can act as the keys to unlocking a more profound connection with the energy that pulses through everything. Whether you're new to the concept of universal energy or you've been exploring this path for a while, incorporating certain practices and items into your routine can provide structure and focus to your efforts. One of the most fundamental tools to consider is meditation. Meditation has been practiced for thousands of years as a means to quiet the mind and tap into deeper levels of consciousness. When we quiet the chatter of our thoughts, we're able to hear and feel the more subtle vibrations of universal energy. Regular meditation can also help in reducing stress, enhancing creativity, improving concentration, and fostering a sense of inner peace, all of which are beneficial in aligning with universal energy. Start with short sessions, perhaps 5 to 10 minutes in length, and gradually increase the duration as you become more comfortable with the practice. Use a simple focus point like your breath or a mantra, a word or sound repeated to aid concentration during meditation, and allow yourself to sink into the experience. Another practical tool is the use of affirmations. Affirmations are positive, present-tense statements that one repeats to oneself to encourage a change in mindset or belief. These can help to reprogram limiting beliefs that may be holding you back from truly connecting with the flow of universal energy. For instance, instead of saying, "I want to be in tune with the universe," affirm, "I am in tune with the universal energy around me." Repeat these affirmations daily, ideally in the morning when your mind is most receptive, and feel the shift in your perception over time. Yoga is yet another method to align your physical body with the universal energy flow. The practice of yoga goes beyond just physical exercise. It includes breath control, meditation, and the adoption of specific bodily postures that are widely believed to improve health and relaxation. Yoga can help to clear blockages in your energy pathways, known as chakras, and allow energy to flow more freely. Engaging in yoga regularly can elevate your spiritual connection with the universe while also enhancing your physical well-being. Crystals and gemstones are also considered powerful tools in aligning with universal energy. Different crystals carry different energetic properties. For example, amethyst is believed to be a protective stone that purifies the mind and clears negative thoughts, whereas clear quartz amplifies energy and thought. By incorporating the right crystals into your daily life, whether by wearing them, placing them in your environment, or using them during meditation, you can harness their unique vibrations and enhance your own energy alignment. Spending time in nature is an accessible and profound tool for connecting with the energy of the universe. Nature is a direct manifestation of universal energy, and by immersing ourselves in it, we can sync up with that energy. Simple activities like walking barefoot on the earth, known as grounding or earthing, can help you to physically feel the energy that flows through all living things. Listening to the sounds of a stream, feeling the breeze against your skin, or watching the rhythmic motion of ocean waves can all be meditative experiences that help you to tap into the cosmic energy around you. Incorporating these practical tools into your life needn't be complicated or time-consuming. It's about creating moments throughout your day that allow you to pause, connect, and realign. With consistent practice, these tools can help you develop a more intuitive understanding of how universal energy flows and interacts with you. Embracing meditation, affirmations, yoga, crystals, and nature can transform your daily life into a dance with the energy that surrounds us, an effortless, ongoing communication with the universe that guides you towards growth, harmony, and balance. Overcoming the myth of effort, why trying harder isn't always better. In the pursuit of our goals and dreams, we often latch onto the belief that more effort equals greater success. This idea is embedded deeply within our societal lore. The heroes of our cultural narratives are frequently those who push themselves beyond their limits, who demonstrate an almost superhuman capacity for hard work. We are taught from a young age that if we try harder, push further, and strain every sinew, we will eventually prevail. However, this is a myth that not only misleads but can also cause harm to our well-being and impede the very success we seek. It's crucial to understand that, while effort is undoubtedly a key component of achievement, it is not the sole determinant of success. More importantly, there is a threshold of effort that, once crossed, becomes counterproductive. Diminishing returns set in when we neglect the nuanced rhythm between action and rest. An overemphasis on effort can lead to burnout, a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by excessive and prolonged stress. In this burnout state, even the simplest tasks can feel insurmountable, and our energy reserves seem perpetually depleted. The fixation on intense effort can also blind us to the subtle signals our bodies and minds emit, signaling us to slow down or approach our endeavors differently. This is where the concept of trying softer rather than trying harder gains relevance. Trying softer is not about lowering standards or relinquishing ambition. It's about tuning into the flow of energy and effort, recognizing when we are pushing against the current rather than swimming with it. It asks us to be more mindful of the natural ebb and flow of productivity, creativity, and our own personal cycles. Effort can quickly become counterproductive when it is motivated by fear, insecurity, or the need to prove oneself. In these cases, trying harder is like spinning wheels in the mud. We create a lot of activity, but we don't necessarily move forward. Instead, when we align our actions with a grounded sense of purpose and a connection to something greater than ourselves, we can exert less effort and achieve more. It is a paradoxical truth that when we ease up on the throttle of personal effort, we often find a more profound, universal energy that propels us forward. The principle of the minimum effective dose applies here. This concept, taken from the medical field, suggests using the smallest dose that will produce the desired outcome. When applied to effort, it implies doing just enough to achieve the goal, no more, no less. Our society tends to glorify excess, but there is beauty and wisdom in economy. By focusing on the minimum effective dose of effort, we leave room for inspiration, innovation, and intuition. Presence is vital to finding this balance. When we are wholly present with the task at hand, we're more likely to work smarter, not harder. We can give ourselves wholly to the moment and draw on all our resources, intellectual, emotional, and energetic. This state of presence allows us to operate at our peak capability without the strain that accompanies the try-harder mentality. Being present also enables us to notice when we're reaching the point of diminishing returns, thus allowing us to step back and recharge. Another aspect of transcending the myth of effort is understanding the power of the subconscious mind. When we step away from a problem or take a break from intense effort, we allow our subconscious mind, which is constantly processing and connecting information, to work on solutions. Have you ever noticed how insights or aha moments tend to occur when you're not actively thinking about the problem, perhaps while you're taking a shower or out for a walk? This is the subconscious mind at work, and it is an ally we underutilize when we favor ceaseless effort. Learning to let go plays a crucial role in releasing our addiction to effort. Letting go doesn't mean giving up, it denotes a release of the tight grip we have on how we believe our goals should be achieved. Sometimes the path to our desired destination takes turns we couldn't foresee. Being wedded to a course of action based on heavy effort can render us inflexible and unable to adapt to the twists and turns of our journey. By loosening our grip, we can ride the waves of opportunity and leverage serendipity. There is a subtle yet profound distinction between trying and allowing. Trying is associated with effort and frequently conjures images of struggle and resistance. Allowing is more passive and suggests openness to receiving and going with the flow. When we allow rather than try, we are saying yes to the universe and its rhythms. We position ourselves to harness the currents of energy that exist all around us, requiring less personal exertion to move towards our goals. Embracing the concept that trying harder isn't always better can be liberating. It invites us to reconsider our approach to work, creativity, and life itself. It asks us to be attuned to the rhythms of our existence and the universe's subtle energies. By listening to the whispers of intuition, honoring the signals our bodies and minds send us, and understanding the dance between effort and ease, we can achieve greater success and a deeper sense of fulfillment and harmony with the world around us. The power of presence, living in the now to enhance energy connection. Presence is the art of being entirely in the moment, absorbed in the now without the distraction of past regrets or future anxieties. It is the state of full awareness where every action, thought, and feeling is enriched by the conscious participation of being. In the context of universal energy, presence is not just a mindful state, it's a conduit for deeper connection. It exposes the vibrancy of life, unlocking a trove of energy that often remains hidden beneath layers of mental chatter and emotional turbulence. When one is truly present, they align with the vibrations of the universe, which moves in the eternal dance of now. Taking a deeper dive into the principle of presence, it's important to understand how our standard mode of operation, plagued by multitasking and constant mental noise, hinders our relationship with universal energy. Typically, our minds are cluttered with a barrage that includes minute-to-minute task lists, rehashed conversations, and projected worst-case scenarios. This barrage acts as static interference when attempting to tune into the clear signal of universal energy. A cluttered mind is like a static-filled radio, unable to receive the music playing behind the noise. Cultivating presence demands a conscious effort to silence this static. It means bringing oneself back to the experience of the moment again and again. This can be as simple as focusing on one's breath, noting the sensation of air entering and leaving the nostrils, or as complex as engaging in a mindful meditation practice that seeks to bring attention to every aspect of one's immediate experience. It could even take the form of wholehearted listening during a conversation, where one's entire being is focused on understanding the speaker rather than formulating a response. You may wonder why presence is so powerful in enhancing one's energy connection. When we are present, we are in sync with the natural rhythm of life. The universe doesn't operate on our schedules or timelines, it pulses with a rhythm all its own, one that we can only sync with when we step fully into the moment. Being present opens the channels of intuition and inspiration. It's in these moments of deep connection that one tends to encounter profound insight and bursts of creativity. In the flow state, a concept explored by positive psychologists, when one is completely absorbed by the present moment, there is a seeming effortlessly to life's challenges. This state is synonymous with a strong connection to universal energy. Presence helps to dissolve the ego's grip on our perceptions. Frequently, the ego is a source of resistance, fueling the drive for control and fostering fears that sever our contact with the surrounding energy. When deeply engrossed in the moment, such as when an artist loses themselves in their work or a child is utterly engaged in play, the ego's voice diminishes. This quieting is akin to removing a dam that has impeded the natural flow of a river. The once stagnant energies find a renewed freedom to move. In everyday life, the benefits of presence are manifold. For one, it enhances relationships, as being fully present with another person demonstrates a form of reverence for their being and fosters a deeper connection. In the workplace, presence can lead to improved concentration, allowing for better problem solving and decision making. In the realm of personal well-being, it can enhance the joys found in simple pleasures, turning a mundane walk through the park into an excursion filled with wonder and discovery. To cultivate a state of presence, one might adopt a variety of practices. Mindfulness meditation is one such practice. It involves sitting quietly and observing one's thoughts and sensations without judgment. This practice is not about stopping thoughts, but rather noticing them as they arise and letting them pass without attachment. Over time, this trains the mind to remain anchored in the now. Another practice is the use of mantras or affirmations, simple phrases repeated silently that can bring the attention back to the present. Engaging fully in activities with intention, whether it be eating, working, or conversing, also goes a long way in fostering presence. For some, presence is enhanced through connection with nature, where the complex simplicity of the natural world can offer profound lessons in being. Living in the now to enhance one's energy connection isn't a one-time endeavor. It is a continuous journey requiring patience and practice. There will be moments of frustration when the mind stubbornly clings to its old habits, dragging attention back into the past or propelling it into an imagined future. However, the key is persistence. Every moment offers a fresh opportunity to choose presence, to slip into the ever-flowing stream of now, and to connect with the inexhaustible energy of the universe. The rewards for this practice are bountiful and reflected in the quality of one's life experiences, each laden with heightened awareness, deeper meaning, and a profound sense of connection to the fabric of existence that surrounds and permeates us all. The role of mindfulness in effortless communication with the universe. Mindfulness is a term that often buzzes around conversations about well-being, mental health, and now even in discussions around our connection to the wider universe. But what does it actually entail, especially when we think about it as a channel for communicating with the energies around us? At its simplest, mindfulness is about being fully present in the moment, tuning into the now with an awareness that is free from judgment and overthinking. This practice offers a transformative power. When embraced, it enhances your ability to connect with universal energy on a profound level. When we talk about effortless communication with the universe, we're describing a state of being rather than a particular action. Mindfulness allows us to enter this state by anchoring our attention in the present. It's not about trying hard to attain a connection, it's about allowing that connection to manifest through the clarity and calmness of mind. Think of the mind as a lake. When it's calm and still, it reflects the beauty of the surroundings with crystal clarity. But when it's disturbed by the winds of thoughts and worries, the reflection distorts. Similarly, a mindful state helps in smoothing out the ripples of our consciousness, which enhances our ability to reflect and receive the energy of the universe. Understanding mindfulness in the context of universal energy means accepting that we are always in the process of exchanging energy with the world around us. Every thought, every emotion, and every action sends ripples into the cosmos, affecting the energy we receive in return. By being mindful, we become more acutely aware of our internal energies, the patterns of our thoughts and emotions, and how these can either harmonize with or disrupt the flow of universal energy. To be mindful is to stand at the helm of your inner energies without grasping at them or pushing them away. It is to observe the nature of your mind, to witness your thoughts coming and going without attachment, and in doing so, to find a space where communication with the universe feels as natural as breathing. Mindfulness teaches us to listen are a crucial aspect of any communication. By quieting our own mind's chatter, we open ourselves up to hear the whispers of the universe, to sense the subtle shifts in energy that guide us towards alignment and well-being. The simple act of breathing can be a profound tool for fostering mindfulness and, by extension, for tuning into the universal energy. Your breath is a bridge between the conscious and the subconscious, between the physical and the spiritual. When you focus deeply on the rhythm of your breath, you can slip into a state of deep peace and connection, a space where the conversation with the universe unfolds with ease. The breath, simply observed, becomes a powerful mantra that quiets the mind and aligns your energy with the wider rhythm of existence. Mindfulness can also be practiced through everyday activities, from eating and walking to listening and speaking. Each act, performed with full awareness and presence, becomes a mode of communion with the universe. Have you ever savored a meal with such focus that you could taste every flavor and note the texture and aroma intricately? That singular focus is mindfulness in action. It's an invaluable practice that enriches your communication with the universe by heightening your sense of interconnectedness with all things. A mindful approach underscores the notion that you don't need to seek out special moments to connect. Every moment inherently holds the potential for deep connection and insight. Whether you're gazing at the sky, tending to your garden, or simply sitting in silence, each of these moments can serve as a profound encounter with the universal energy that encompasses all. Mindfulness is the key that unlocks these moments, transforming them from mundane to miraculous, from routine to revelatory. The challenge for many of us is to maintain this state of presence in the face of distractions, stress, and the fast pace of modern life. However, this is where the practice of mindfulness shows its true resilience and flexibility. It doesn't demand perfection or a hermit's lifestyle, it only asks for your intention and attention, moment by moment. Like a gentle and persistent stream that over time can smooth even the toughest stones, regular practice of mindfulness gradually reshapes our inner landscape, making it more receptive to the constant conversation with the universe. Perhaps one of the most beautiful aspects of practicing mindfulness in communication with the universe is the profound impact it has on our lives. It's not just about those sacred moments of silence or the delight in the vibrancy of nature, it's also about cultivating qualities such as patience, acceptance, and compassion. These qualities naturally arise as byproducts of a mindful life, helping to harmonize not only our energies but those of the people around us. Mindfulness is an art, subtle, sophisticated, and immensely rewarding. It's an art that requires practice, patience, and a gentle acceptance of the unfolding moments. It is an ever-available resource, a companion in our journey of seeking harmony with both our inner selves and with the wider universe. By bringing a sense of deep presence and openness to each moment, mindfulness can guide us toward effortless communication with the universe, illuminating the path toward a balanced and joy-filled existence. Cultivating patience and trust in the energy flow process. Embarking on the journey toward aligning with the universal energy flow is akin to tending a garden. It requires patience, trust, and an appreciation for the cycles of growth and rest. Just as a seedling does not sprout overnight, neither does our connection with the universe's energy. This connection, however, is essential for leading a balanced and fulfilling life. It allows us to move through the world with grace, accepting the ebb and flow of life's experiences with equanimity. The art of patience is often undervalued in our fast-paced society, where instant gratification is the norm and waiting is seen as wasted time. Yet, in the context of universal energy, patience is a powerful tool. It's about understanding that energy cannot be forced or rushed, it moves at its own pace. Trying to accelerate this process can create tension and frustration, which, paradoxically, only slows down your progress. We must instead learn to embrace the rhythm of nature, trusting that just as the seasons change in a reliable pattern, so too will the energy in our lives shift and settle when it's due. To trust in this process requires a certain level of surrender, a letting go of the need to control every aspect of our lives. It involves recognizing that while we are part of the universal energy, it is not ours to command. It's about cooperation rather than domination, about allowing rather than forcing. Trusting the flow of energy means accepting that there are times when things come together effortlessly and times when they fall apart, despite our best efforts. Developing this trust can also be a healing process. It involves releasing the fearful grasp on the familiar, even when the familiar is no longer serving us, and stepping into the unknown with the belief that the universe supports our journey. As we relinquish our grip on certainty, we open up to the possibility of synchronicities, those magical moments when the right person or opportunity crosses our path at the exact right moment, and we start to see evidence of the energy flow working in our favor. Cultivating this level of patience and trust doesn't happen overnight. It is a practice, one that demands mindfulness and repetition. It starts with small acts. It could be as simple as not pushing for an immediate answer when you're unsure about a decision, allowing the answer to come to you in due time. It could mean not reacting with despair during challenging times, but instead pausing to remind yourself that this, too, is part of a greater cycle, a moment of contraction before the next expansion. A valuable approach in this cultivation process is to tune into your inner state on a regular basis. Checking in with yourself can help you to calibrate your patience and trust, showing you where there might be resistance or tension. Meditation and reflective practices are excellent ways to foster this self-awareness. By quietly sitting with yourself, you create space for insights to arise, and you learn to recognize the difference between the impulsive desire for immediate results and the deeper knowing that all will unfold in its own time. Visualization exercises can also reinforce trust in the energy flow. By picturing yourself flowing with the current of life, rather than swimming against it, you reinforce the belief that the universe is with you, not against you. Another exercise is to recall past instances when patience and trust led to positive outcomes. These reminders serve as affirmations of the natural flow of events and help to build trust in its wisdom. Embracing patience and trust in the universal energy flow means adopting a perspective that is larger than our immediate concerns. It's a recognition that we are but a small part of a vast, interconnected web of existence, and that our individual timeline is just one thread within it. From this vantage point, we can see that delays, detours, and unexpected events are not personal punishments or signs of failure, but simply part of the intricate dance of life. Indeed, one of the deepest lessons of patience and trust is that they teach us to be kind to ourselves.